Okay, everybody, welcome to the latest episode of All Too Real 2. My name is Michael E. Cohen II, and with me, as always,
is Sesame and Carta.
How you feeling?
Kind of weird. I think somebody slipped in some DSL in my milk, which is a knockoff brand of LSD.
Yes, that's only available on the internet.
Yeah, and then I watched the We Wish You a Turtle Christmas. That is an actual title to an actual special that was aired. Well, not aired. It was
sold on VHS.
VHS.
Yes.
And this is a thing that exists in this world. It's real. At least I am told it's real. I don't know if the DSL made me hallucinate. This 21 minutes of something, I guess you could call it. It was definitely put on video, so it's definitely a video. I guess I can call it that.
I mean, my grandma's 80th birthday party was put on video too, but I don't think they should be selling it in, commercially.
That would be kind of weird if they did. But grandma's birthday party, VHS at like the rental store or something.
It's like, I don't know. Just because something is recorded doesn't mean you have to sell it.
Or even distribute it, for that matter.
I mean, and I think the production quality in my grandma's birthday party video was probably better than this.
I mean, yeah, I haven't seen it, but I think I could see that being true. Because, wow. I mean, so, I thought Saving Christmas was possibly the worst Christmas movie of all time. And then I picked this. I mean, I wouldn't call this a movie. It's a special, so I guess technically...
Yeah, it's like 21 minutes, so...
So I guess technically we could still count Saving Christmas as the worst Christmas movie of all time, because it is an actual movie.
Yes.
But this, perhaps, is the worst Christmas special that I have ever seen in my entire life. I am very glad that I didn't see this when I was a kid, or maybe if I did, I just blocked it out of my memory, which is possible. Because we did used to rent movies from the library a lot when I was a kid, so I could have picked it up then and was like, what the hell is this? And then just...
What's the opposite of special?
Like, I don't know, non-special. I don't know what there would be.
I don't know, because that's what this is.
It's anti-special. It's
a Christmas unspecial.
Yeah.
It's
wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, yeah, We Wish You a Turtle Christmas is what we're talking about here. Which you probably know. This was directed by
you want to call it that?
Larry Osborne. Who also directed Turtle Toons, which came out the same year. Yep.
Okay.
That's pretty much all.
Just turtle stuff.
Just two.
Yeah.
And this was written by Trish Rabe or Raby. I don't know. Maybe she has rabies. I don't know. And that explains how she wrote this. And she's known for it looks like writing a bunch of kids stuff. Like she wrote Turtle Tunes as well. So
Okay,
yeah,
so we got
yeah.
double.
Hmm.
All right,
We'll have to
I'm
look that
starting.
one up sometime and then kill ourselves before we watch it. And
Yeah,
the
something to see a theme here.
yeah, but she worked on like Clifford's Puppy Days and Jimboree presents Let's Get Moving Trains, Cars, and Planes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and among
Long title, but all right.
among some other things.
I mean, hey, if she got paid to do it, and it's
And
cool.
she wrote the lyrics to the music in this
Okay,
thing.
that made me lose a little bit of respect for her
Uh
right
huh.
there. But and then you got Richard Berg who wrote the music,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
which you want to talk about DSL? Wow. I mean, what? I mean, the music. I would say this: the music is definitely very unique, and
It's
that could
music.
either be a good thing or a bad thing. But
It exists.
yes, yes.
Um. So, yeah, not a lot really happens in this thing. Um. So this is probably going to be
It's
a short episode, folks, but still.
a musical, basically. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and most of it is songs, and then there's like a little bit of plot in between the songs. Basically, it's all
So,
it is, and it's only 21 minutes long. So,
when it comes to writing or to acting, there's a thing that characters always have to have in a scene.
mhm.
It's an objective of like a goal of something that they're trying to do. There's only one in this whole thing. They want to get a gift for Splinter.
Yeah, but they gotta make sure that when they enunciate that they have to get a gift for Splinter, that it looks like they're reading from cue cards or from like a teleprompter screen. Like that's very vital and important.
Well, that's just because their eyes don't blink.
Oh, but even
And
so, the way they talk, they're like, "We need to go get a gift for Splinter." Like,
oh, you
yeah.
mean the enunciation on their voices, which
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
which was probably recorded by separate people from the people actually in the suits, I'm
And,
assuming. Um,
yeah, and the way that their mouths moved and that they showed zero emotion to anything that they were saying because their costumes wouldn't allow them to do so, or their heads at least.
this
Uh,
the this makes Turtles 3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, the live action movie, look like
yes.
Citizen Kane.
Oh, I know. I mean, like that movie has a lot of criticism for it, but yeah, I mean the budget. I'm guessing the budget for this may have been like $1,000 tops, maybe, and then
I read it online, I looked it up.
yeah,
$5,000.
five in 1994.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Okay. Where did most of that money go? That's what I'm starting to wonder. Maybe to DSL. I don't know, but
Well, my main thing about it is like, did they already have the costumes, or did the 5,000 just go to the costumes?
yeah, I sure hope not because I mean the way that they were. Uh,
Well, I mean that would be to get costumes that would actually work would cost probably millions of dollars at that time,
okay.
because I'm sure that's what the like Jim Henson costumes cost for the first two live action Turtles films.
Okay.
This always reminds me like that. What was that? Turtles. That there was like a short lived live action Turtles TV series.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, but that was better than this.
I was I was part of Turtle Mania back in the late '80s, so I had like the coloring books,
Yeah.
and then I watched the the cartoon, like the original cartoon, and then obviously when the first two movies came out, I was really excited about that, and I had some turtle
Oh yeah, it was called the
toys.
Next
Oh,
Mutation. Was Ninja Turtles the Next Mutation?
yeah.
It was
So
It was
after
produced by Saban Entertainment, who produced the Power Rangers.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So after Turtles 3 came out, I was already even when I saw Turtles 3, I was already kind of already on the sort of end
Oh yeah,
of that. But then when I saw the movie, that was like it for me. I'm like, okay, this movie was terrible. So I'm
and
kind of pretty much
in
done with
'94 I was in high school, so I wasn't really, you
yeah.
know. I did see the first like Turtles movie in theaters, and I think like after that one, I may have watched the second movie, and that's probably about where I tapped out on that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's true. The first Turtles movie was kind of dark
hmm,
and like
yeah,
almost made for teens,
hmm,
actually, really think about it. I mean,
yeah.
smoking cigars and pool halls and
Oh yeah.
you know shit like that and uh,
Well, that's what they said. They ended up like the second one. There's not as much like quote unquote violence in it, and
it's all
yeah,
goofy vine.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to break down the synopsis for this?
Uh, yeah, sure.
Okay. Um, yeah. So it's Christmas Eve, and we've got our four brothers here. Um, you know, Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael, and Leonardo. Um, they're busy trimming their Christmas tree and singing their own randomly reggae version of Deck the Halls.
Yep.
No
Yeah.
reason, but it's
No
reggae.
reason whatsoever. Just
And turtles that are
and
culturally appropriating music.
yes,
Yes,
it
so
wasn't that bad of a song,
mhm.
really. I mean, the lyrics are kind of
I
corny,
mean,
but
I'm not really sure if this was any better or worse than Snow. You remember him?
yeah, sort of. I do. Yeah,
I lick your boom boom down.
it was like a
Yeah.
Canadian white
And
guy or
former,
something like
yeah, it
that.
was a white guy from Canada who,
That wasn't that bad of a song either, but
no,
it got
but definitely cultural appropriation. Um,
yeah,
yes,
but whatever. And then
yeah, I know.
I mean, if you like the style of music, you like the style of music. I mean,
It's true. It's true. Um,
apparently Leonardo likes reggae, I guess. I don't know. And then
yeah, like most turtles.
yeah,
And
I guess.
so they finished that song, and Raph like declares that they've officially finished their Christmas shopping, and that they have to start wrapping their presents. But they realize that they forgot to get a gift for Master Splinter.
Of course, because they all thought that the other turtle was the one responsible for getting the gift, I guess.
Yeah, my thing is why do they all have to get just one gift? Why doesn't he get four from anyway? So, um,
Why don't they all go together initially to get Splinter? Like, why does one
yeah,
person have?
be in
Yeah,
charge
whatever.
of it.
And then
Yeah. Um, so then they go and they sing a song.
I guess.
Well, first they have a song called "Up from the Sewer,"
Uh, yeah.
and then they have one of the most infectious songs that I've ever heard in my life. "Got to get a gift for Splinter."
Gotta get a gift. Gotta get a gift. Gotta get a gift. Gotta get for Splinter. Well, they do an extra beat. They do an extra, so it kind of tricks you. Like,
Yeah,
gotta get a gift. Gotta get a gift. Gotta get a gift. Gotta get a gift for Splinter. So instead of doing it on the fourth, they do it on the fifth.
oh wow.
And oh, this is tricky. We got
Hmm.
some complex music going on here, and it was pretty infectious actually with the
Yes.
harmony. And which is interesting about this is that conveniently there's kids playing on trash cans during this, and it was my understanding. And correct me if I'm wrong here, because it's been a while since I was part of Turtle Mania back in the early '90s and late '80s. But I thought the whole point was that they were supposed to disguise themselves in public, and they're just hanging out with these kids singing the
Uh,
song for 5 minutes.
it
Like,
it
it,
depends on the mythology.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
some versions they're known by, it's kind of like how, you know, in some iterations, people know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and some they don't.
Okay.
Yeah, that sort of thing. um, yeah, and also I don't think they thought about that.
That's the thing. I don't think there was any
Yeah,
like thought behind oh, we're gonna do a different timeline here or anything like
yeah,
that.
no, this isn't a
But yeah, they're gonna
multiverse
get
thing.
again. That was actually kind of a not bad song, but it kind of carried on too long. And
Yeah, it
then
was, and
then we get Raphael doing opera at one point or something.
yeah, we get a.
Or is it Michelangelo? I don't
I
remember
don't
who.
I don't. It probably doesn't matter. Um,
It doesn't.
yeah, they got like "Oh Little City of New York" is one of the songs. Then they have another song called Rap.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
mhm. Because they're wrapping presents, and
Hmm.
why wouldn't you rap to wrapping presents? I mean, come on, like it's lowest hanging fruit you could find, rotten fruit that's already on the ground by the sewers and probably infected with multiple germs and possibly feces and urine and
Yeah,
but yeah, so
the gift they end up getting him is a framed plastic pizza.
not only that, they gave him like 15 gifts. It was like Splinter really
Oh,
went out the bandit here. Like
yeah, it was 12 gifts because they did the 12 days of Christmas.
they gave
And
him 5 video games. Can you imagine
hmm
where do they get this money for one thing? I have an idea about this. All right, so actually just for a second, I want to go back to the opera song really quick. So
yeah,
at one point they were trying to like lift up whoever it was, Raphael or Michelangelo, it doesn't matter, singing the song, and like it wouldn't work, and I think like they just gave up. Like I don't think that was like meant to be part of the. Like I think it was just like, oh, we can't do this, so they just stopped,
and
and then
they're
like
like
they did like do a retake or whatever
we're like we don't have the film to do the retake.
or
Um,
time, and
yeah,
like because it looked like his legs were shaking, like and
yeah.
like he just stopped like trying, and like
Oh, and
wow
speaking of things shaking, um,
okay. Oh, okay, yeah, I think I know what you're.
during gotta get a gift, um, there's a shot where it looks like you can see. Is it Raphael? I think it's Raphael.
I think it was Raphael.
You can see Raphael's little Raphael. His little turtle was peeking out of its
uh,
shell.
uh,
Yes.
for yeah, for want of a better word.
Yeah, you got to see his penis basically. And
Well, well, the bulge, not the actual.
oh no, I saw it. It looked like the whole thing.
What? Oh, really?
Yeah, I watched it several times just to see if I
Oh,
was going
I didn't
crazy.
know that. Wow.
Yeah, but the thing is, it could have been a strap. I don't know.
But why would? Okay, but why would
Either,
they even?
but you can see
You know,
the
even
seams on the costumes and everything throughout this thing, anyways. So,
why
um,
would you do a whatever? And then, but that's the weird thing because that's a song with all the kids involved. And
exactly.
then,
It was right
like, come
after
on.
he jumped on the back of one of the kids.
Oh no, no,
Yes.
no. Oh, I didn't even see that part.
Yeah, he jumps
Wait,
like there's this kid on like a bike or a skateboard or something, and he jumps on his back and goes
why would
across
he do that?
across the
Like
screen, and then they cut to him, and you see his thing.
he's like 10 feet taller than why would they even do that?
I
Like
don't know.
that was ridiculous. I must have just like
Yeah,
was paying attention, or maybe the DSL was kicking in at that point, and I
I
wasn't
I kept
concentrating.
rewinding it just to make sure I was seeing what I was seeing.
That is
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. You know what's interesting? Who's absent in all this is April. She's
Exactly.
not in here.
No,
So
they couldn't afford another actor. Um,
was it Jesse or was
or
it
Casey,
Casey? Yeah, he
Casey
wasn't there
Jones.
either.
Yeah, no. Um, So, anyways, we get them singing 12 Days of Christmas later on, where they're giving out gifts to Splinter, and and well, Splinter's kind of singing the song, but they're giving him the gifts, and he like thanks them for the gifts. Um, and during the song, a bunch of children.
It's the same kids, I think, from the
Yeah,
Gotta Get a Gift for
yeah,
Splinter.
they show up in the sewer.
They just were, yeah, they just showed up
Yeah.
somehow. I think I know why, because they kept cutting back to Leonardo holding the sewer, whatever it's called, the handle or the
Oh, it was like a
you know
the the sewer
the lid,
yeah, the lid
basically.
thingy. Yeah.
They kept cutting back to the
Manhole
same,
cover. There we go. Yeah.
and they kept cutting back to the same.
Mm,
It wasn't like a new time. It was literally the
no.
same cut. And that was my theory as to how they were able to get so many gifts for Splinter, is that Leonardo was basically saying that they stole the gifts, because they're like, oh, we went through the sewers, then we found our way up through the stores that were closed, and that's how we are able to get them
Ah.
5 video games. Can you imagine
And
how much?
they are ninjas.
I know. Can you imagine how much money 5 video games would cost in 1994? Even for
Yes.
regular Nintendo, let alone Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis. They didn't specify what system they were getting it for. But just say, all right, on the cheap end, we're going with NES, which, at that point was still making games, but it was less popular because you had Super Nintendo competing against the old
Mm.
brand. Then you also had Sega Genesis. Okay, fine. And then average price for video games, even NES, during 1994 was probably at least around $40 to $50
Yeah.
a piece. Doesn't matter how bad the game was; they all pretty much cost the same. And
I think they were
so,
all just used copies of ET for the Atari.
well, maybe,
No,
but
I'm joking.
they didn't specify. That could be it too. Maybe they just got the Atari ET game, and but if we're
or, or
talking
or just
new.
got them those like Tiger Electronics stupid games that we would get sometimes from people when we were
True. So they
kids.
didn't really
Yeah.
specify. So maybe they went on the cheap end. But the interesting thing about that, though, is that when they actually finally got the gift, all they showed was them getting the framed pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, when Splinter starts singing his songs, he gets a skateboard. No, he gets like 3 skateboards. He gets 5 video games. Like, where did all this stuff come from? Because they only said like, oh, we found a perfect gift, the pizza, I guess, for some reason. And then because, oh, we like pizza because we're turtles, so we're gonna give Splinter a gift of something we like. Okay, that's not really what you're supposed to do, but okay. And then you're supposed to get a gift that the other person likes,
Yeah.
not what. But okay, fine. And then and it wasn't even a real pizza; it was a framed picture, or it had like a pizza
Yeah.
inside of glass
It was art.
thing,
Hmm.
and it looked like it was an actual like rotting pizza that they had like
No.
encased. Uh, yeah, whatever. It was weird.
So yeah, that's basically the movie though.
It is. And they had the songs. Then they have another song. Yeah, when he's doing the, and then he forgets kind of where he's at after like the
Yeah.
ninth day. Kind of forget where he's going. And by the way, the Splinter costume, impeccable, chef's kiss. It, wow.
It was
I
that
mean,
good, huh?
couldn't get a better. I mean, it looked like a cross between like a taxidermed rat that was really huge, and then also animatronic somehow, like what you'd get from like Major Magics, which was a
The Chuck E.
local.
Cheese. Maybe it was an old Chuck E. Cheese
Yeah.
animatronic that they
And
just.
then it just like what, and then and the other thing I noticed is that when they were doing their songs, it was like different people were recording each song.
Yeah.
So like it didn't even sound like the same people singing, which is weird because like, you're
And
trying to establish these people as characters.
And
but each
then their
song,
speaking voices were like just. I mean, I know that they're supposed to be from New York, but they were like, "Yo, what's up? I'm New York, you know. Yeah, what's going on? I'm a turtle, you know."
yeah, it was
Yeah, it was really
it
bad.
was
Yeah.
bad. It was very bad. Plus, too,
Mm-hmm.
again, the no emotion. Like, we gotta get a gift for Splinter. Like, oh, okay, like, all right, dude. You know,
This was an obvious cash grab. I mean, that's all I'm gonna say.
oh,
But yeah.
totally. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
come on, 1994.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
mean, I'm surprised.
this was even when they were kind of dying. So it was
Well,
like,
maybe that's why they're like
yeah.
hoping to
Mm-hmm.
like to make some money on the way out, of the
Yeah.
bank, whatever that went bad, and then which I think they robbed the bank probably to buy all of these presents for Splinter, and then Splinter's just like, oh, thank you, but I don't really need all this stuff, and it's like, fuck you, Splinter, like we went up all of our way to, you know, get
It's
you
the
this
thought that
shit.
it's the thought that counts, Splinter. Come
Like,
on.
yeah, okay, thank you, Splinter. Just go to hell now. Enjoy your 3 skateboards and your 5 video games, and we'll just go eat pizza to death, I guess, or something. Then, of course, they order the pizza from their phone that's inside the sewer, which I never understood how they were able to hook up like electricity and a phone line in a sewer. That was always a question, even as a kid, I had, which normally you wouldn't notice because you're too busy focusing on the actual movie. But even back then, I was like, how do they have electricity in the sewer? And how do they have a phone line that they're able to call pizza? That's okay. Um,
You're not worried
but
about the, talking turtles. You're
well, no, because that's the thing. So you establish suspension of belief to things that are just like completely out of bounds, like from reality. But then, when you see stuff that is closer to reality
yeah.
being not in reality, then you're like, that doesn't make any sense. So it's like, yeah, I totally understand like people who nitpick stupid shit like in Star Wars or whatever.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, it's like, okay, like you're getting a little bit too nitpicky here. Like for example, with the Captain Marvel, where they're like, like why is her suit change colors, or something like that or whatever. Like that guy who thinks he's like a Baha'i superhero or whatever. I'm not gonna say his name, but and he's like, Batman's bad. Abdul Baha would never watch Batman. Like, well, Abdul Baha died in 1917, so like Batman wasn't even a character yet. Okay, and then and sorry, it shouldn't be dragging into the mud here, but
Yes.
shouldn't be, but
Hmm.
I am, I guess. But
That's okay. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, the it's it's interesting. Yeah, this movie was very interesting. I
Yeah.
yeah, I'm still not sure what to think of it. So did you want to hear some trivia about it?
Uh, yeah, sure, this should be good.
Okay, the budget was $5,000. That's all the trivia.
Oh, that it?
Yeah. Also, here are all the goofs according to the Internet Movie Database. During the gift hunt, the turtles sing 6 yellow yo-yos, but Michelangelo is clearly only holding 5 of them.
Okay.
Um, Michelangelo proudly displays the framed pizza when Splinter sings about it, and even points to himself every time it's referred to. However, it was Donatello's idea to get the framed pizza in the first place, so he's taking credit for it. Um,
Yeah.
the costumes are really low quality in this production, and it shows. Visible seams and zippers can be seen on Turtles' costumes. Um, the cameraman's shadow on all 4 turtles during one of the on during the song "Gotta Get a Gift," um, and then the infamous during the performance of "Gotta Get a Gift" for Splinter, the actor playing it was Leonardo. His genitals are visibly hanging out of his costume.
Jesus Christ.
Um, yeah. So there's that.
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah. So we can close this out with a user review or two if that's cool.
Okay.
Um, let's find a short one. This is a 10 out of 10.
Okay. It's got to be
Oh
sarcastic. All
yeah.
right.
This is
Uh,
an awesomely bad. This is from Rachel Emons. This was on December 7th of 2019. I'm rating this not on quality, but on how much I enjoyed it. My kids laughed from the beginning to the end, and I never stopped smiling either. Sure, the costumes are horribly done, and the songs are cheesy beyond belief, but that's part of the magic of this little known gem. Just grab some popcorn or some pizza and have a good 22-minute laugh, and have a great year filled with pizza, with cheese, whipped cream, and pickles. Sounds like she's pregnant. Anyway, so the um yeah. So yeah.
wow. That's it. That's all the trivia that there's.
Or that's a review. Here's another review.
Oh, okay.
Here's a 1 out of 10.
Hmm.
Hilariously awful. This is from Miss Simonetta. This is on December 10th of 2014. Depending upon your temperament, you will either be horrified or amused by this. I am both. My sisters and I find this monstrosity so hilarious that we actually watch and MST3K it every year. Um, how can I explain how wrong this special is? Ugly turtle costumes that make the latex nightmares in Terminator, I mean, not Terminator, on TMNT 3 look like Jim Henson's masterworks in the 1990 film. Leonardo rapping about wrapping presents, Michelangelo singing opera, the turtles all having interchangeable personalities, the fact that they give Splinter things more suited to their taste than his for Christmas, little kids randomly populating the sewer. If only Shredder had appeared, then this would have been amazingly terrible, and well, try not to watch this before going to bed. You'll have nightmares of lifeless turtle faces for sure, with their dead eyes, like dolls' eyes. Um,
Yeah. Oh my
yes.
God. This movie or special rather disturbed me more, and I'm being sincere here. There was a movie I first saw in 2004, and it was being played on like HBO, like seemed like every single night, and it was I think it was called May, and she was like a serial killer who
Oh,
was
I,
like a
I
cop.
know May. That's a good movie.
But
Mm-hmm.
this probably disturbed me more than that movie, and she literally would just like kill people for like no reason, and then
Yeah.
and like she slit Jeremy Sisto's throat, which is one of my favorite actors of all time, and that really hurt my feelings. And then you know, as the Michael Jordan meme said, and I took that personally. And then but this special disturbed me more than that. So that's saying
Anna
something.
Faris was in that movie too.
Was she? She was the one that she got killed, right? And then
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Starred Angela Bettis as May. And then
She was the
Jeremy
killer.
Sisto was in it, and James Duvall was in it as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I
Uh,
remember that movie. I've got that on DVD. Yeah.
it's definitely
It's worth
suspense.
watching.
Yeah. So,
But yeah, I could see how this is more disturbing though. I, you know, I'd rather watch the scene in that one Saw movie where the girl falls into a big
oh,
vat of needles than
Oh, yeah. But she was actually working for uh the dude. Like she was
Yeah,
pretending one of the
but then I heard behind the scenes stuff about that scene that
yeah.
made it hurt even more. They had
Was
taken the real needles out of all these real syringes that they had,
yeah.
and somehow right before they shot the scene, somebody dumped a box of ones that they hadn't changed out the needles yet.
Oh no.
So she fell in there and she got poked by a few, I guess.
Oh my God.
So
That's terrible.
yeah, yeah. So that scares me every time I see that scene. But anyway, because
why not?
I've got a needle phobia. But the whatever that's called, it's not like claustrophobia where you're afraid of Santa Claus. Um, that's what that is, right? Um,
No, because Santa and Satan get it because
yeah.
you,
Hmm.
like Kirk Cameron's movie says, you change the
Hmm.
letters around
Yeah.
and then you get Satan. So
It's like that. There's a scene in The Good Place where they say claustrophobic, and Jason's like, "Why would anybody be afraid of Santa Claus?"
I,
Oh, the Jewish. Oh.
whoa, that's right.
Oh, so
Real
stupid.
Jason and
Yeah,
Lake Falls, and then
yeah. The but anyways, any final thoughts here?
um, just make sure if you're gonna watch this special, don't accidentally take DSL that's slipped into your milk or any
Or
beverage.
real LSD?
Or yeah, or real LSD, not
Mhm.
just a knockoff. But yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, my final thoughts can be summed up in a story. Um, this movie scared me, and I'm afraid to leave my house now. But the one thing I do want to relay to people is that there was once upon a time where I was actually attacked by ninjas. So the idea of Ninja Turtles kind of scares me.
okay.
Hmm. I did. I was attacked, and it was a Thanksgiving week in a Walmart where a bunch of those ninja blenders fell on me, and one cut open my face. So
Wait, seriously?
yes,
Oh,
so I got to say I was attacked by ninjas. So
oh my, wow.
they were ninja blenders, but whatever. Um,
Yeah.
yes. So I will tell people here: be kind to each other. And if there's anybody you don't like, don't do anything violent to them. Just recommend that they watch this.
Yeah. There you go. That
I,
should be enough punishment.
yes, I'm pretty sure that they show this on loop at Guantanamo Bay, but
I mean, it would be a good torture device.
yes.
Just like put it literally on replay and just like uh even like change the speed up to like halftime so it's like lasts longer,
Oh
and then
God, that would that would
maybe like,
scare me.
gotta get a gift, gotta get a gift, gotta get a gift, gotta get a gift, gotta get a gift for Splinter. But then that means you see, Leonardo's bulge for longer, so that's not great. But
Yeah,
so
it's the name of my new band.
Leonardo's bulge.
We just performed songs from this Christmas special.
That's great, actually. That's a great idea for like a one-time performance.
Yeah.
Like that's it, just the one-off,
Hmm.
and
Everybody's wearing some of those like truck nuts that okay, anyway. So anyways, folks, If we haven't scared you away already, please do us a
Yeah.
favor and check out all2real2.com. Check out our TeePublic, our Patreon. You can find us on Spotify, on Apple, and all of the nice places, like Stitcher and all the other places you can get podcasts. And we have a YouTube. We'll have some videos coming out soon on there. I think we have all of our episodes up on YouTube now, too. And I set up a thing so they will be on there the day of from now on, too. So it'll automate, which will be fun.
Automation.
Yes, yep. It's going to take over the world. And like I said, be kind to each other. And make sure you go out and spend your time with your brothers. Because you gotta get a gift, gotta get a gift, gotta get a gift, gotta get a gift for Splinter.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Yeah.
And we love you.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to All Too Real 2 podcast, a Cullen Park production. Produced and edited by Michael E. Cullen II. Music by Matthew Hawes. Subscribe and share the show. Visit us at cullenpark.com.